Electronic amps, let's start off. This was the last thing we did. Are the scams on? No, in calculus, there is still one more part. Differentiation and integration of a vector. So you can integrate and differentiate vectors also. So for example, if you have a vector a bar, which is ax I cap, it's not that difficult. It's just the direction thing. Az k cap. If you want to differentiate a vector dA bar by dt, what you do is differentiate each component separately. Differentiate ax component, I cap will be there. Differentiate y component, j cap will be there. Differentiate z component and k cap will be there. So if you differentiate a vector, you still get a vector. Similarly, when you try to integrate a vector a bar dt, something similar happens. You integrate each component separately. Put it up. Put it on. Let's see one or two examples on this. Next thing. The scams on. So let's take an example, how to integrate and differentiate a vector. Let's say someone gives the position vector r bar t square I cap plus 1 by t j cap. T is time. Find velocity vector as function of time t, v of t, acceleration as function of time t. Did you guys do dot product vectors? Find time when velocity vector and acceleration vector are perpendicular. If two vectors are perpendicular, what happens to the dot product?
0.
0.
So remember this thing in physics, whenever you hear like, something is perpendicular, indirectly it's telling you the dot product is 0. Chalo, get these two. Position vector r bar is given. I hope you remember what is velocity vector, dr by dt. What is acceleration vector, dv by dt. So now you have to differentiate vectors. How do you differentiate a vector? Differentiate I cap separately, j cap separately, k cap separately, and just put them back. Give it a try. I'll give it 2-3 minutes. Daria, Misty, Jahanavi, cams on. Position vector is t square I cap plus 1 by t j cap. So differentiated once, you get velocity, differentiated again. Show you. First one, see. Velocity vector differentiate t square I cap. 1 by t is t power minus 1 j cap. So this would be 2t I cap. This would be minus 1 by t square j cap. That is t power minus 1 minus 1. No? That will be t power minus 2. What is acceleration? dv by dt. That will be d to t ka differential I cap minus d by dt t power minus 2 ka differential. This would be 2 I cap minus of minus, that will become plus 2. That will be t by 2 cube j cap. These are acceleration vector. Check. So you just have to differentiate the I cap separately, j cap separately, and keep them with I cap and j cap. That's how we differentiate a vector. Harsh, cam on. And then what is the second part? Find the time when the vectors are perpendicular. So a bar dot v bar. How do you do dot product? Hope you guys know. Multiply I components, multiply j components. So if you multiply I components, that is this guy and this guy. Multiply j components, that is this guy and this guy. So that will be 2t into 2, 4t. It will become a scalar now. Minus 1 by t square and 2 by t cube is 0. So that would be 4t is 2 by t power 5. T power 6 is half. So time will be half to the power of 6th root. That's your answer. So this is how vectors will come with calculus. So if you see, this question involves kinematics, position, velocity, and everything, calculus and vectors. 3 different chapters, people. This is how what you will be seeing going ahead. What you're learning in the other track, in my chapter, everything will keep combining now.
So can you go to the previous page for a sec? Sir, done. Thank you.
Copied? Any doubts on this? Please ask me. Clear? Next one. Turn in the page. How do you integrate a vector then? Suppose if you have acceleration is t I cap plus j cap. Initial velocity u bar is 3I minus j. Initial position. See, whatever we have done before, we have to do the same thing. Only difference will be the vectors now. Initial position Ri is 2I plus 3j. Find velocity as function of time t and position vector as function of time t. Now double integration. So A will be dv by dt, integrate. Once you got v is dr by dt, integrate. We have done these questions last time. So if you have revised the notes, you would have understood.
Can you go to the previous slide?
Why? What happened?
Some of it is left.
What were you doing till now? Put it up. When I was asking you guys, can I turn the page? Don't sleep, Ray. Answer then.
Sir, done.
Everyone should give it a try. Mostly from October, right? Your timings will increase to 9 to 11. And exam you'll have 45 questions every week. show you. See, what is acceleration? dv by dt. The exact same process, and nothing changes except for that vector thing. We have dv bar is t dt I cap plus dt j cap. Integrate. Time is initial 0. This time is initially u bar. This is v bar. This is t. This would be v will be u bar to v bar. This would be t square by 2 I cap. That will be t j cap. So this is v bar minus u bar. What is u bar? It is given 3i minus j. So you should know your vectors pretty well. So send that thing that side. So v bar will be, all the i's will be together, I caps will be together, and j caps will be together. Check. Hope this makes sense. Same thing you'll do for this also now. This is dr by dt. So this is dr by dt. Send dt that side. T square by 2 minus 3 dt I cap t plus 1 dt j cap. Again integrate. This will be from r initial to r final. This will be from 0 to t to 0 to t. Get it? I'll give you a minute. Idea is same. So this is how you integrate and differentiate vectors. Not that different from what you have done so far. Let's see. So then when you integrate this guy, you get r final minus r initial, which is 2i plus 3j. This would be t square dt. That would be t square by 6 minus 3t I cap plus, that would be t square by 2 plus t j cap. Check, send everything that side.
So t
But
cube by 6, right?
T cube by 6. So our final would be t cube by 6 minus 3t plus 2 I cap plus t square by 2 plus t plus 3 j cap. That's your final answer. If you understood these two questions, I think your calculus is good enough. This much you will be able to handle 11th and 12th physics. These things are quite similar to what you have done before. Only thing here, I and J are coming in the picture. Other than that, everything else is same. So with this, we are done with the calculus. So for the rest of the class today, what we'll do, we will be little revising, kinematics. From next class onwards, again, we'll get back to the kinematics. Still kinematics is left over. What you have done till now is only 1D. We'll be doing two-dimensional motion, relative motion, and graphs. So there are 3 parts left for it. And just that, your chapter is quite revised. Today evening, I kept a test. Evening 5 to 10, it is open 1 hour test, kinematics, 25 questions. It will not be, it's just a practice test. You can just revise the notes and go to the test. Because it has been a long time, I'm sure you must have forgotten a lot of stuff. So it will help you a bit. So make sure to give the test. And next week also I'll keep one more test on kinematics just for practice. So the test will be open for literally like half the day. So anytime you can write. Clear with this? Can I turn the page? Great. So let's see some problems in kinematics. Don't write the questions, just solve. Getting it, I'll sending the PDF anyway. It is just a practice session now. So don't write the questions. Don't waste your time in writing. So I'll be giving questions, you solve. So let's start off. So we'll be doing kinematics for this thing. So we have equilateral triangle, side A, B, C, and O. So O is the centroid. So we have an ant here. The ant goes from A to O, O to E. So D is the midpoint of BC. E is the midpoint of DC. Hope you're getting how it is going. It is going from A to centroid and centroid to E. E is the midpoint of D and C. So these two guys are equal. Find distance and displacement. Don't write the question, just start solving. Just have a paper and start solving. Try, I'll give you 3 minutes. We have done things similar like that. I just modified a bit. You know this thing, AD will be the altitude. It's a median, altitude, everything. Get it? Anyone didn't get the question, please ask me. Question is clear, you got 3 minutes. Anyone got the answer? Find the distance and displacement.
Sir, just a second.
Yeah. If you remember, we wrote a one full table also. One page maybe we have written the properties of equilateral triangle. The centroid divided into the ratio 2:1. We have done all that. Numbers won't be beautiful. First thing, hope you remember this. It divides in the ratio of 2:1. AO and OD is 2:1. So AO will be 2/3 of the height. Height is √3a by 2, which is a by √3. OD will be 1/3 of the height, which is a by 2 √3. In case you forgot, you should go back and revise the notes. So from here, I got AO ka value. This is E. This is a right angle triangle, right? Which one? OED. So I know OE square will be OD square plus DE square. What is DE? A by 4, na? 1/4 of the side. OD is a by 2 √3. So this would be a square by 4, 3, 12 plus a square by 16. This would be a square by 4, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, so 7. Take out a square by 4, so you get 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. That is 7a square by 12 fourths, 48. This is OE square. So OE would be √7 by 48a. So what's the total distance?
AO plus OE.
Yeah, O plus OE. AO was a by √3 plus √7a by 48 is what? 16 into 3, so 4 √3. That's your answer. 16 threes are, that is 16 ka square root is 4 comes up. That's your distance. What's the displacement? This green one is your distance. This is the displacement. How do you find displacement? Displacement is distance between initial and final point, that is root over AD square plus DE square, Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? What is AD square? √3a by 2, that is 3a square by 4 plus DE square is a by 4, that's a square by 16 multiply 4, so that is √13 by 4a. That's your displacement. Check it out. I did nothing other than your school geometry, Pythagoras theorem and the centroidal property. You should be this thorough with this kind of things. Check it out. Any step you didn't get, please ask me. And the calculations, you see how fast I'm doing, this much speed they should have. And how will you get that speed? You have to try it every time. It won't come suddenly on one day. When you see a question, try to solve without putting pen on the paper. See, again, I'm telling you, if there are 10 steps, if you can skip 9 steps, you're doing a great job. This is not school where you have to write each and every step. If you write all the steps, you won't have enough time to solve the paper, which you will see once you start with the 45 questions. Actually, we are planning to, mostly you'll have different papers on. Mains people have mains paper, NEET people have NEET paper. You'll have separate papers for both of you. So NEET paper will have 45 questions. Mains paper will have 20 single choice and 5 integers. So you'll have your respective patterns. And NEET people can solve the mains paper afterwards, and mains people can solve the NEET paper afterwards. So you'll have that's a revision paper file. So you'll have a weekly like 2 papers to solve. Any doubts on this? Check it out. Next one. Let's see how if you remember the next one. You will get the PDF of this thing. Don't worry. This is just a practice session. I want you to solve the problems. Don't try to make a beautiful notes of every problem. Waste of time. Next one. (120 degrees) radius is r. So we have an ant here which goes on the circle from A to B. Find distance on displacement. You have done this thing also in the class. An ant goes on a circle from A to B, radius r, angle 120 degrees. Find the distance and the displacement. Okay, distance is fine. Get the displacement. Just give it a try. Someone is ringing the bell. Yeah, got the answer. 3/2. Okay, let's see. What is the distance? Distance is nothing but arc length. What is arc length? R into theta. Theta should be in radians, people. Don't forget that. Don't write 120. So that is 2 pi by 3. 5 radians is 180 degrees. 120 will be 2 pi by 3. Hope that everyone knows. 5 radians is 180 degrees. So how much is 120? Use unitary method. What is the displacement? Displacement is the line AB. If you remember, we wrote a formula. Anyone remember? 2r sine theta by 2.
2r sine theta by 2.
This is the formula. For this length of the line is 2r sine theta by 2. Go check it out. It's there in the notes. So 2r sine theta by 2. Theta is 120 sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. R root 3. Easy one, but you should know the 2r sine theta by 2. If you had forgotten that, the problem would be gone. Clear? Check it out. Next one. Next one. We have a particle projected up with speed u. Every time it hits the ground, the speed becomes half. It bounces back with half the speed. Find total distance, total time, average speed. What is the average speed? Total distance by total time. You just have to divide A by B. So how will this motion be? This guy would go up, fall down, but this time while going up, the speed will be only half of it, so it will go less height. Now the speed is u by 4, even lesser height, then u by 8 and lesser height, and so on. This actually happens on the same line, but for you to understand, I'm drawing it to the side. So find the total distance, total time, and average speed. Kinematics and infinite GP. Get it? Sunil, can you adjust your cam? I can't see you. Hope the question is clear. Every time it hits the ground, the speed becomes half. So what's the total distance and total time? If it was a NEET level question, they'll ask you total distance. Mains level question, they'll ask you average speed. The question will be same. The how much I ask you will change the whole thing. And by the time when you guys write, if the NEET exam also becomes online, then I think there'll be not much of a difference between mains and NEET. Questions will start repeating in both, because the NTA will use the same question bank for both the exams. Try. It's a good one. I'll give you 4 minutes. Let's find distance first. 3 minutes for that. Distance 3h, 4h. What is h? I didn't give you anything called h. I know you mistook this from that question. That's a different question. That question is what I dropped it from height h. Find the total distance traveled. Don't repeat. It's not the same question.
But sir, then we can't use
Yeah, answer should come in terms
variable
of
u.
u. Answer comes in terms of u and g.
Oh.
See, let me help you with the first one. Or at least you should tell me what is h. You just can't take something like h. And it goes up
It
and
is the
comes down.
height.
This is the h max, okay? What is h? U square by 2g. Got it? You should say that h is u square by 2g. Then use h, that is okay. Now see here, h is proportional to u square means what? If u becomes half, what will happen to h?
Half.
1/4. It's a square.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now, if h becomes u by 2, it will become 1/4. Na? That means second time when you go up, what will you go? H by 4. Na? Second time when you go up, you go only h by 4. Then h by 16 and so on. So what's the total distance? Now be careful. It is 2 times h. Why 2 times h? Up and down. You have to add all the distances. Second thing, 2 times h by 4, 2 times h by 16 and so on. Take out 2h common. You'll see a sequence. 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square, so on till infinity. A is 1, R is 1 by 4. So that would be 2h into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4. That is 8h by 3. That's your total distance traveled, where h is u square by 2g. Take your steps. What about the time? Time of flight, remember 2u by g. This is proportional to u. Means whenever u becomes half, time becomes also half. So what's the total time? So second time will be t by 2, next will be t by 4 and so on. T by 2, t by 4 and so on till infinity. Take out t common, you get 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 2 square till infinity. So A is 1 and R is half. That would be t by 1 minus 1 by half 2t. That's the total time where t is 2u by g. So if they ask you the final answer, this would be 8 by 3 u square by 2g. This would be 2 times 2u by g, 4u by g. That's the total distance and that's the total time. Take out the steps, people. What is the average speed? Divide these two. I'll show it on the next page. Any step you didn't get, anyway you're confused, please ask me. Be very clear about these things. Guys, if your cams are not on, I'll be removing you from the classroom. Some people are just switching off their cams in the middle of the class. If you need to use the washroom, you have an issue, just leave me a message and go. I don't have a problem, but come back. You can't keep your cams on for more than 2-3 minutes. Just a 1.5 hour class, right? It's not a some 7-hour session also, where people are sleeping in the middle of the session. I understand. If it's a 4-hour class, you sleep for in the middle, I can totally understand. Go.
Could you re-explain the time part?
What is the time of flight? 2u by g. Remember this? So every time the speed becomes half, time becomes half, no? So what is the time t here? To go up and down, this is t, na? This is t by 2, na? T by 4, t by 8, t by 16, so on. So I have to add all the times, na? That is also a gp, right? So 1 by 1 minus half, 2t.
So
Dev.
for average speed, we just need to divide
Divide.
both, right?
First, average speed is total distance by total time. What is the total distance? 8 by 3 u square by 2g by time is 4u by g. You get with u by 3. That's your average speed. Check it out. Clear? This will be your average speed, u by 3. Clear? Next one. Next one. Let's see how many of you remember this. We have a car whose initial speed is 10 meters per second. Acceleration is 2 meters per second square. Exact same question we have done. Find distance traveled in 15 seconds. So we have a car going forward with 10, but acceleration is 2 backward. Find the distance traveled in 15 seconds. I'm sure most of you must be feeling, we have seen something like this, but I don't know what to do. If you're feeling that way, means you didn't revise. And that is quite common. It happens. All you need to do is go back and revise. It will be fine. So the problem, you know what? These things will come again when? Not next year. In 2023, when you write the exam, these things will going to come again. So all the 2-year question will come in one day. This is what I was saying. In school, you know, whatever you learned that year, it used to come in that year only. But that it used to come in 6 exams, isn't it? 5 or 6 exams spread over. Here, what you studied for 2 years, they'll ask you in one day in 3 hours the paper. That's what makes these exams a little difficult. Try. Just to give you a hint, S is equal to ut plus half at square. What is S? Displacement. It never gives you distance. You're right, Nirek. Nakul, you're wrong. Right there. Okay, looks like most of you got it. What's happening here? This guy is actually going front, stopping and turning back, isn't it? So when you're here, this u is 10. What is the velocity here? When you stop, the velocity is 0, na? So v square minus u square is 2as. V is 0, u is 10 square, 2, acceleration is minus 2s. S is 25 meters. Meaning you travel 25 meters front and you stop and then you come back. Now, if you use the formula, S is equal to ut plus half at square, S gives you displacement. That is 10 into 15 plus half. Right is positive, left is negative. So A is minus 2, 15 square. You get minus 75 meters. What does minus indicate? Minus indicates from the initial position, you went 75 meters backward, na? That is displacement. Now see, understand, displacement doesn't care how much you have gone front and came back. Displacement will simply give you from the initial position how much you came back. Minus indicates backward, means what? You went 25 front, 25 back, and then went 75 back. Does that make sense? From the initial position, you went 75 meters back, finally. But initially, first you went 25 front, and then you came back and went 75 back. So if they ask you displacement, it is minus 75. The distance is 25 front, 25 back, and 75 back. 125 meters. Check. Check out the steps. Ask me if you're confused. Clear? Next one. Next one. Any doubts on this? We have a building. We have a building. We have a building. All the buildings are 100 meters. In the first case, you dropped it from rest. Second case, you throw it up with 20 meters per second. Third case, C, you dropped it with 20 meters per second. Find the time and the speed when they reach the ground. Do you remember there is a relation between these three times? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
What is the relation?
First, T is equal to root A.
Which one? Which one is which
Sir,
root? What?
time of B into time of C is equal to a time of A ka square.
This is the relation. Remember, the one which you throw it up, the one which you throw it down, its product will be the one you drop from rest per square. It's quite an important relation. That itself will be a question in the exam. Remember that. Chalo, get this, and this is a different one. I want you to find the time and the speed when they reach the ground. Try, I'll give you 3-4 minutes. Let me help you a little. What's the displacement in the first one? Anyone?
100 meter.
Minus
Minus
100.
100, sorry, minus.
Sign is important. You miss the sign, the whole question will go wrong. Why minus? It is going down. What's the displacement in this case? What's the displacement in B, people?
Minus 100.
Minus 100. Because initially you are here, finally you are here. This is the displacement. What's the displacement in the third case?
Minus 100.
100. All three cases, the displacement is same. Distance is different. But in the question, S is ut plus half at square, S is displacement. What is u? 0. What is u here?
20.
Plus 20. What is u here?
Minus
Minus 20.
Minus 20 because it is down. What is a? Minus g. That is minus 10. What is a? Minus g. That is minus 10. Only difference will be the u in this case. So you have to find time. You have to find velocity. That's it. Then what will you use? S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is minus 100, u 0, a is minus 10, and t square. So t would be root 20. And we use v square minus u square is 2as for the speed. V square u is 0, 2, a is minus 10, s is minus 100. So v will be root over 2000. This is for the first part. Now using the same logic, can you do for B and C? Try. I'll give you 3 minutes.
So why is acceleration minus of g?
G is, see, G is 10, na? G is just a magnitude.
Yes.
So it is down, right? So it is minus G.
That is
G
the
is not
general
minus 10.
direction of g.
So G is just a magnitude, na? Instead of
No,
writing
but
10,
why
we are
is it
calling it
minus?
because acceleration is down, na, right? God. Which way is the acceleration? Down, na?
Okay, okay, yes.
See, anything that is pointing down is negative. Got it? See, I can write like this. This is fine. 10 meter per second square downward. Happy? Instead of writing 10, I'm writing G. Nothing much. Yeah. Chalo, get it, everyone? Same equations you have to use. You'll just get a quadratic now. Let's see the next one. So for the B, S is minus, we're using S is 2t plus half at square. That's minus 100, 20t minus half g, that is g is 10t square. 0, 0 cancels, so multiply by 2. T square minus 4t minus 20 is 0. So we get roots is equal to 4 plus minus root over b square 16 plus 80 by 2. Take the positive root, so that will be 2 plus root 24. 96 now, 2 comes out, so that is again 2 plus 2 root 6. Check your answer. What about the speed? V square minus u square is 2a, yes. V square, u use 20 square, 2 minus 10 minus 100. V is equal to root over 2400. For C, we do the same thing. S is same, u will be minus 20 minus half gt square. So thus, can you see just that one minus sign messed up the whole answer? So by chance, if you don't take the minus sign seriously, you will get wrong answers. Minus cancels out and you end up with t square plus 4t minus 20 is 0. So t will be minus 4 plus root 96 by 2. That is minus 2 plus 2 root 6. Speed will remain same though. Because up or down, when you square it, the sign goes off. Check your answers.
So for B and C ka time, we can use that u plus square u square plus
Which
2gh
one?
upon g.
Which one? Which one?
For time, u plus square root u square plus 2gh upon g.
This thing.
Yeah.
That is this only, no? When you take quadratic roots, you get that only.
That's why I'm getting a different answer.
What did you use?
That u wala.
That will be minus u, no? It will be minus u. Don't remember the formula. That was better to know how to derive. That's not a standard formula anyway. Check it out, everyone. Any doubts on this? Clear. Next one. Next one. We have a rocket. Acceleration is 2 meters per second square. Starting from rest. Right? The engine shuts down after 20 seconds. find max height from the ground, and the total time it is in the air. Get it? $400. How did you get that? I know what you did. So you mean to say rocket will stop there? Think. These are the last problems we did in the kinematics. Once the engine shuts off, the rocket won't stop. Try. I'll give you 4 minutes.
So for total time, do we have to like, find for the distance it is for time it is falling also?
Yeah, everything. Initial 20 seconds and that time also. You have to add that initial time also. Hmm, 24 plus root 96. Okay, let's see. $80 meters. I don't think you get such a beautiful answer, right? Are you getting such a beautiful answer? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. First of all, the rocket is going for 20 seconds. So it will go to some height here. What is the speed? U is 0, A is 2, and time is 20. The rocket ka speed is 40 meters per second. Are you getting it? When the engine shuts off, the rocket already has some speed, so it won't stop suddenly. It will go up and then will fall down. Are you getting it? What is this height here? The height when the rocket का engine shuts off, S is ut plus half at square, u is 0. So half into 2 into 20 square, 400 meters. That means the rocket at a height of 400 meters, engine will shut off and you will have a speed of 40 meters per second. Then this question is quite similar to, you have a building of height 400 meters and someone throw it up with 40 meters per second. Can you see the resemblance? Isn't it the same problem? The rocket will behave as if someone is throwing it from a building of height 400 meters with speed 40. Means it will go up and come down. What is the displacement? Minus 400. What is the velocity? 40. Acceleration minus 10. Use the equation. Minus 400 is 40t minus half g t square. 0, 0 goes off. Multiply by 2, t square minus 8t minus 80 is 0. 8 plus minus root over b square is 64. 8 4 is 320. I don't know, you'll not get such a good number. But okay, by 2. So this would be 4 plus or minus 4 will go to, it will be 16 plus 80. So 4 plus root 96. So what's the total time? Initial time 20. This is 4 plus 4 root 6. 24 plus 4 root 6. Check. What is the H max?
सर
हाँ रे.
सर एच मैक्स के लिए हम डायरेक्टली यू 40 डाल के नहीं कर
40
सकते?
square by 2g ना.
हाँ तो उससे
कितना आएगा ये? 1600 by 20 ना. 80
Yeah.
meters ना.
and 400
what's the
plus
total?
80 480
हाँ,
होता है.
बस वही करना था. Total height is 400 plus 80. That's what you have to do for its maximum height. Check it out, people. Any doubts on this, please ask me. Other scams on? Clear? Next one. Any doubts on this, please ask. Last one. We have a building. Particles drop from rest. It covers 16 h by 25 in last 1 second. Find h. In the class, we did 9 h by 25 in last 1 second. I just changed the numbers. In last 1 second, it covers 9 h by 25. That's what I did in the class. Now we change it to 16 h by 25. Find the height of the building. Let's finish off. Last one. Let's say, let the total time be t. So in 1 second, you're covering 16h by 25. How much is this then? 9h by 25 in t minus 1 seconds, no? So that is minus 9h by 25. You're covering in minus half g t minus 1 second. Makes sense? S is ut plus half at square, u is 0. I'm using this equation. S is ut plus half at square, u is 0. And for the full building, minus h is minus half gt square. Divide them. You get 9 by 25 t minus 1 square by t square. Put a square root on both sides. 3 by 5 is t minus 1 by t. 3t is 5t minus 5. You get 2t is equal to 5 and t is equal to 5 by 2. Got this? Then you're done. Take it and put in equation 2. So h is equal to half g t square, that is 25 by 4. 2s are 5s are 125 by 4 meters. Check out the steps. For the first t minus 1 seconds, you cover h minus 9h by 25. For the t seconds, you cover h. Divide them and finish it off. Clear?